Okay guys, so I wanted to make a quick video on how we should hire people and that entire process. So basically with hiring, the first step is just figuring out like what you need help with. So this is just key, which is like having a document of what you need help with and what you tried and what you expect from them. So this is like the most key part, just because being clear of who we're hiring just comes down to like what we need help with. So what I like to do is just come up with a document that has like a goal, and then it clearly states the things that we need help with, what we tried, and then like a loom explaining all the stuff with all the context so that they're very clear on how they can help. And then we would post like this in Discord groups or Upwork or LinkedIn, right? So based off of what we need help with, then we know the type of keywords that we need to um, have in our job title. And then if you need help with any of that, just use AI. So I like this advice GPT, and then you can just ask this for anything, right? So any part of these steps that you need help with, just ask this. So after we post it, we will get messages like this, right? So um, either they're a good fit or not a good fit. If basically the mindset is if um, if it seems like they're a good fit, just send the trial task. So let me just go over what the trial task means. So basically, with a lot of people, it's like very easy to fabricate what you've done and just kind of lie about your results. So it's important that when we ask someone for what they've done, they have to give specifics of what they've done. So not their company, but like what they personally did. So personal results. So what did they do that led to the result that we want? And ideally, the result that they were able to get is very close to the one that we're trying to look for. So let's say that we're trying to run a ad campaign that target agency owners. If if it's anywhere relevant to this or close to this, then they might be a good fit. So the amount of relevance from their results to what we are trying to do is a huge key. So in any case, if you're not sure, just send the message that we would like to move forward. Okay, so in the first step, we have to get their results. So what did they do? And then the other thing is just come up with a small trial task that takes like 15 to 30 minutes. And then this will just be a really good meter based off of like what they give and what other candidates give to see if they're a good fit. And then also just give the what else? Yeah, so give the trial, ask for a loom, so it has to be like a public video that we can just watch to see their results. Um, and then this will filter out a lot of people. And then obviously for the people that have really high relevance, then follow up with them. But if they don't have that high of a relevance, then it's whatever. Um, we kind of should expect these people to follow up like to us and not just forget the message. But that is the high level of what we do. And then obviously we just repeat this on as many platforms as possible. And then that's it. Yeah, like if you're unsure of what we should do, just give it to this bot here, and it should help you, right? So this one here, like we got this message, and I just told it, is this guy worth hiring? And then this is weak, blah blah, blah, right? So you can do that with any steps that you're stuck with. Any questions, just ask this, and then if this is unclear, then ask me. But in most cases, these should be pretty clear if you're giving it the right context. And then what ideally what we should do is hire like two people. Um, so let's say we get like 50 candidates. and like 15 people give back their trial. So these people respond with the trial results. And then out of this, let's hire 2 people because it's better just to have 2 people instead of one when we're trying to decide if we should hire them. So that's it. And then one last thing is that when we are trying to find people, um, there's 2 ways. So the first way is to have like inbound leads, right? So we just make posts on Upwork, we make posts on LinkedIn Jobs, and we make posts on Discord. So this is like when someone will message us. So this is great, but if we want to increase the quality of the candidates, what we can do is we can search for certain keywords. So let's say we're trying to find someone that is really good at ads. We would search for certain keywords. We would search for other related things that we can DM. So we would DM them that we're looking for this, and this will increase the number of quality people that we can work with. So we for tasks that are really high leverage and have high ROI, we need to do both inbound and outbound. So inbound is just making the post, and then outbound is actually DMing people, emailing them, so on and so forth, to get them to work with us if they don't see the post. That's it. Let me know if you have any questions, and hopefully this was a good guide of how we should go about hiring.